Hi, Andy.
Hello.
Hiya.
So tonight I just want to ask you what your thoughts were about coming together as a group and how powerful that is.
Right, well, there's a lot to that, because...
By the way, you've only got 15 seconds.
How can I describe that in 15 seconds? Well, there's a lot of power in coming together as a group because we share ideas, we share perspectives on, you know, if we're coming together to learn something, we share our...
Think about the meditation this morning as well.
Right, yeah, the meditation this morning, we're sharing our perspectives on what happened there as well. And
it was
also
more powerful, wasn't it?
from the point of view of actually meditating in the same room together,
yeah,
as a group, you know, meditating in a room together is so much more powerful because you hold each other really in place. You know, there's something powerful that holds you together, right? I can't really explain it.
Yeah, and without getting too deep, it's like your energies are mixed. Merged.
Yeah.
That's the proper word.
Thanks for thinking of that.
So what we're working towards really is like a higher consciousness, increasing our vibration.
Yeah.
And working towards raising the vibration for the planet's consciousness, would you say?
For the sake of everyone and everything.
I mean, that's the ultimate, right? I think we had a little experience of it. So we did this meditation in this Joe Dispenza seminar that we were at. And there was a moment in my meditation where I had this very strong image of Andy literally in the side of my head like that, looking at me going... and
which I wasn't doing.
And when I became aware of it, I was like, what? But and sort of butted him back out, and didn't know what it was all about. Anyway, when we'd finished the meditation,
not literally, by the way, there was no violence involved. It was just an energy basically. But no one was harmed.
When we finished the meditation, we were talking about it afterwards, and I relayed this story.
Yeah.
And you then.
And I said, right, well, that's really interesting because at one point I became really aware of the sound, because it's so quiet in the room when you're meditating. I really became aware of the sound of Mel breathing because she was sat right next to me. And my attention really got drawn away from my own concentration onto the sound of Mel's breathing, and I found it really distracting. And then I was aware of Mel being aware of me being aware. And so it was at that point I went, no, bring my consciousness back, bring my attention back and centre it back on my own being and my own sort of...
nothingness.
Yeah, right, my own nothingness, yeah, right. You know, residing in the void. And then, you know, afterwards I began to sort of realise as I was chatting with Mel that we were actually aware of each other, being aware of each other.
And we probably, when he wanted to pull back and I wanted to pull back, that was when...
That was at the same point.
And you were...
But we experienced it in different ways.
Yeah.
I experienced it that I intentionally left your energy, and you experienced it like you was like, get out of my face.
So I headbutted you out of there.
So to tie it up then, so basically what you're saying is, in a simple form of meditation, when we are wanting to raise our vibration and connect to the collective consciousness, what holds us back really is our awareness of our presence in the presence of another. So basically, if you are focusing on external environments such as somebody else's breathing, somebody coughing, doors, you're not really present in the present moment. So your intention isn't pure, your intention isn't of the now, in the space here and now, and so therefore it affects you raising your vibration.
Yeah,
that's right, because it reminds you.
So how many times are we present in the day? That's what you want to end with. As a question, really.
because like
director.
because constantly being drawn away from the idea of you know, constantly being drawn back to being reminded about yourself. You're looking to sort of verify yourself and justify yourself, and taking yourself back to the void is so much more. You know, that's where you want to be doing, and that's the habit you want to be creating. If your mind is taken away from the void, away from the nothingness, away from the sort of the concentration, It's about bringing the mind back, just gently, not too harshly, but gently and firmly, bringing the mind back to the moment. And then your mind will wander again, bring it back, wander again, bring it back. And that creates a habit. And like as you very rightly say, that's exactly the kind of habit we need to be creating in meditation.
So that's a really good point, because then for the people that are watching this video, your tip, one tip of one experience, the experience that you've had of this weekend of people doing meditation, can you give me in about 5 seconds each? What is your one tip?
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
Yeah, go for it.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing as bad meditation.
Lovely.
And every time you wander and come back, that's a win.
Absolutely. I was going to say the same thing, but I was going to say that basically it's where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So wherever you decide to place your attention, that will grow. If you decide to place your attention in one place, then that part will grow. If you decide to place your attention on the fact that Mel's breathing or someone over there is coughing, you're going to be growing your sense of distraction. If you decide to constantly be placing your attention on bringing your mind back to middle, then that will grow instead. So you're creating a positive habit.
That was longer than 5 seconds, but
it was
brilliant.
5 seconds, but thanks, guys.
Very good.
That's
very
really good tips for meditation.
Cool.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Cheers,
Cheers, Shell.
Bills in the post.